I like the hard peppermints. I just prefer the crumbly Sonic ones.
Do you live under a bridge?
No, I just like the crumbly peppermints. Is that okay?
You can like the crumbly peppermints.
Okay. Hi, folks. Welcome to Pop Up Fizzle. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Heidi.
And when we're not busy talking about which kind of peppermints we prefer, we spend time looking at trailers and reviewing films and discussing all things pop culture. Mm-hmm. Today we're here to look at Luke Cage Season 2. The first trailer for this dropped. It's coming sooner than we expected, or sooner
June.
than I expected.
June. I thought for sure it'd be at least later in the summer, if not by the fall. So
yes.
This is very exciting that it's coming sooner than expected.
And no spoilers for Infinity War in this particular trailer, but I am curious to see if any of what's happening in the MCU proper affects any of the Netflix shows that are coming after.
It really should.
It really should. That doesn't mean it will.
However.
But we will see if there are any clues, I guess, to that in this particular thing. Now, I have not been spoiled on this trailer, than I've seen the villain mentioned in something.
Yeah, so, I have zero clue about this trailer. Like we said, we didn't even expect that this was going to be coming out as soon as it is. So This is very exciting.
Now, we were fans of Luke Cage Season 1.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I would say, especially the first half of the season, or maybe even the first 2/3 of the season, I was fully on board. Loved the feel of it.
Oh, yeah.
Loved the direction of it. Loved the vibe with the music and Harlem and just all of it. It felt very genuine. It felt very well produced, but not overly flashy and shiny.
Right.
Just really grounded. Which I would say is a trend with all the Netflix shows. I mean, they're all produced really well. But toward the back end of the season, I felt like the change in the villain sort of made things fall apart. I know they were trying to get into a more superhero-y sort of vibe.
Yeah, it was a bit rushed, I think. I think that if they were gonna do that turn, maybe they needed to be building that particular, of course we're not doing spoilers for it, but they needed to be building that particular storyline. Probably a little bit, sewing that in a little bit sooner in the season. That way it wasn't going to be as abrupt as I felt it was a little abrupt.
And we weren't the only ones that felt that way, so I'm curious to see if the producers and the showrunners heard that enough that it has impacted season 2. So I guess we'll see what we see here. And then you guys can let us know in the comments below, are you excited for season 2? Were you a fan of season 1? Do you feel like we did, that it kind of fell apart a little bit toward the end? I think it's a trend, at least as far as how I see these things, that maybe the seasons go a little long for the Netflix shows. I feel like they usually do the 13 episodes, and I feel like if they went like 9 or 10 even.
8.
Or 8, somewhere in that range.
Make it tighter.
That it would tighten things up and make the pacing a little bit better. I felt like Defenders was a little bit better where that was concerned, because they had fewer episodes and everything moved at a pretty decent clip. Mm-hmm. So let's see what we see here, and then we'll talk about it after we've watched.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right.
Yo, I'm Luke Cage. You wanna test me? You know where to find me. Woo, got it all, man.
Everybody talking about Luke Cage like he's Jesus.
I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke.
A bulletproof black man. For the hard rocks, he's a ghetto boogeyman of their nightmares.
You can get a snack for this.
Really, guys?
You gotta know we tried, man.
I ain't no joke.
But one man cannot save a community.
You can't keep doing what you're doing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And believe me, Luke Cage is nothing but a man.
Harlem, it's mine. Damn. Hate to see such a positive brother like Luke Cage go down like that.
He hurts you. You're not invulnerable, Luke.
Anyone who can take you on barehanded can't be good for Harlem.
I gotta find him.
Bushmaster. What makes him so scary?
I hope you never have to find out. It's your Bushmaster. Then I'm coming.
It's game time. What you want? Respect for your foes. What you want? Your life for your choosers.
I've seen you raw, but never brutal.
Sometimes brutality gets shit down.
Harlem doesn't need a hero. It needs a queen.
The darkness that you deal with every day, it can't consume you whole. If you let it. Don't let it.
Just so we're clear, I'm not in the market for a sidekick.
Who says you're not my sidekick?
Ooh.
Wow.
Me? It's my show.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
First thoughts.
This looks like, okay, so first off, it's totally in keeping with the first season, kind of like the tone, the music, it seems like the themes, it's just, you know, obviously they're very micro-centered on Harlem, so I'm really excited to see what else that they're doing there. I love the little superimposition of the crown again, and like, this just looks like fun. I'm very excited.
Yeah, so some familiar faces from season 1, so we're going to get some follow through with some of those villainous characters and their arcs, but also this new villain, which was the one that was spoiled for me, Bushmaster. And I would have to refresh my memory somewhat, because this falls into a sort of a desert area for me as far as my knowledge of certain Marvel characters. But there's a temptation for me to say that Bushmaster is a Moon Knight villain.
Okay.
That they're using here. I'll have to double check that. If I'm wrong, I apologize. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, because you probably know. But yeah,
Looks like he's
I like
using-
that, and I think he's more of a supernatural
Right,
sort
it
of.
looks like he's using some sort of like magical, mystical element.
So that's interesting, because
Yeah.
these Netflix Marvel shows tend to be very grounded, very real, until we got to
Iron Fist.
And that sort of opened that door. So it's nice to see that they're walking through that a little bit.
I like that Miss Knight's getting her arm.
Right,
Yay.
so we got that tease there. That's cool. I think she's actually, and if I recall correctly, I believe Iron Fist is in this season.
Oh, okay.
They didn't show him there, I think, because they wanted to center that on Luke, which is right.
Fair.
Because it's his show, as he said. However, I think he will be popping up to set up some things probably for
Defenders
his,
2,
and for his season, where I think Luke Cage is also going to play a part in his season. They're building that heroes for hire relationship.
Those
I think,
two are
as they
just
go.
fun together anyway.
Yeah,
so
they were,
that's
that was
great.
one of my favorite parts of the Defenders, is kind of seeing those two play off of each other.
Okay, Rosario Dawson back.
Yes, Rosario
Hooray.
Dawson back, so that's good.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see how they blend the notion of the supernatural with someone who's as grounded and down to earth as Luke Cage, and how all that plays out in Harlem, where you probably do have a lot of varying sort of understandings of culture, where something like voodoo or that supernatural thing might be more acceptable to some people than in other words, if he's offering an alternative to what Luke Cage is offering, there may be a subsection of Harlem that falls more in line with that naturally, and then how that plays against Luke Cage and what he's trying to bring to the community, what he's trying to do. So it feels like they're setting that up where it's not just a battle between two people, but it's a battle of ideologies and what they want for the community.
Definitely dichotomy happening there.
Yeah, so all of that looks really good. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see how they play with that, and we don't have long to wait, so
Yay.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I think of my thoughts. Did you have anything else?
No, this looks really exciting. I really enjoyed the first season of Luke Cage, so this is, to see that it's kind of keeping up with how the tone and everything was for that first season.
The vibe, as the young kids say.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it looks like it's going to keep up with that. So that if I really enjoyed the first season, it looks like I'm probably going to really enjoy this one as well.
Yeah, so that's all we have. We're curious about what you think. So hop down into the comments below. Let us know what you think. And if you like this video,
Hit that thumbs up.
that's right, and consider subscribing to the channel, because that helps us continue to do what we love to do for you, including these sorts of trailer reactions. And if you're already subscribed, be sure and hit that bell icon so that you can be notified the next time we have a video coming up. And we've got a few things coming up this week. Our kids actually just did a review for Avengers Infinity War, so be sure and check that out. And give them a thumbs up too, because they always look to see how many people who watch their video. They're very into that. So be sure and check out their video and let them know what you thought. In the meantime, or until the next time, I guess I should say.
Bye.
Bye.